So by now, all the fans of Medieval Dynasty will know that there's a huge problem with copyright claims on content creators, streamers alike, for YouTube and probably other places as well. So somebody, I don't know if it's a concerted effort amongst multiple copyright claim trolls or whatever it is, people are falsely copyright claiming Medieval Dynasty videos. Now, I'm up to 145 as of today. This started on June 25th. I received 5 or 6 more copyright claims yesterday. And I want to be perfectly clear here. There's some screenshots I'm going to show that Medieval Dynasty is aware and that they know what's going on and how much I appreciate the fact that Toplitz, RenderCube, and I'm gonna try the name, and I apologize if I mispronounce it. She deserves all the credit in the world for the music that she's created for Medieval Dynasty and Wild West Dynasty and Sengoku Dynasty as well. It's not out yet, but Alina Ungarova. I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name, but I think she deserves all the credit in the world because the music for these games is fantastic. It's all done in-house by her, Alina Ungarova. It is much appreciated that the music is not copyrighted, but there are fake and false copyright claims being created, and not just me, it seems. It seems like there's a lot of people that are having this issue. So it is greatly appreciated that they are reaching out and they are working with content creators. I've sent an email in. We'll see if it goes through to let them know, because here's a screenshot, and I'll just read through it. To a message for content creators on the copyright claim issue. Dear content creators, first of all, many thanks for your continued support for our game Medieval Dynasty. Unfortunately, it has come to our attention that when streaming Medieval Dynasty in recent days, some of you have encountered problems with monetizing your works due to claims of alleged copyright infringement. We believe the reason behind this is that our game is currently being targeted by a so-called copyright troll. And I agree with them on that. Such people or entities bring unfounded claims against others based on copyright that they do not in fact own. In this case, copyright to the game's soundtrack. Their goal is of course to try and monetize others' content for themselves. Alina Ungarova are great artists who created the music, as well as the development team from RenderCube and we from Toplitz are all outraged by the situation. I'm gonna stop there for a second because I want to point out how great it is to have a company, or both companies, in this case it's the publishing company, the development team, and the person that created the music, just as outrageous as the content creators. I realize that there's a hand-in-hand here for content creators to put footage out of the game so people can see what they need to do differently in the game or go buy the game or whatever. We do influence people to buy the game, either to buy or not to buy the game, because when you have a channel and you have a community that trusts what you're doing, then you can influence their decision one way or the other. And I don't want to be negative to Toplitz or RenderCube or any other dev team that works with Toplitz on their games. I give criticism and I try to be constructive with it and be as positive as possible on feedback. I don't like to be negative and just drag games through the mud, because they can all be worked on and they can all be developed further. Point in case is Wild West Dynasty. I had my criticisms. I don't hate the game. I don't dislike Toplitz for the game they put out. I just think that it could be improved, and they are improving it, as seen in my last Wild West Dynasty video last week. I think it's important to give criticism where due and try to be constructive with it instead of destructive with criticism and try to tear down a brand because of a game that you don't like. So that being said, I think it's amazing that Toplitz and RenderCube and Alina are all reaching out and trying to work with content creators on this and try to get this squashed as soon as possible, basically. So I appreciate that a lot. Now, I could go through every one of those 145 copyright claims and submit a dispute with no real proof, basically. But as we read on here, I'll show you why that this is important, that they're working with us, because we're getting a source, or we're getting our info directly from the source on how to combat this when filing a claim dispute. So Here we go. Our legal team is working with the highest priority to resolve the situation so that you can once again stream and upload videos of the game without any worries, including the music. In the meanwhile, if you've been impacted by this, please reach out to us via email. The email is there on Steam. If you're a content creator and you've been impacted by this, it's influencer at toplitz-productions.com. Please let us know when you were blocked from receiving money and on which platforms this happened. So basically, what is the first date that you had a claim come up from whoever is trying to claim this music from your content, right? Because it's not their music either. It belongs to Toplitz, RenderCube. Elena Ungarova is the one that created it, so they're the owners of the music, and I don't know which specifically owns the rights to the music, but I'm assuming it would be Elena probably that owns the rights to music. But either way, if anybody was going to claim it, it would be one of those three, I would assume, or a copyright company that they've worked with, right? And this seems not to be the case since they're putting this out. They know it's fake copyright claims that are coming out, so that is amazing that all three of these teams are reaching out to work with creators on this. So please let us know when you were blocked from receiving money and on which platform. So let them know your first date, and if you're still getting copyright claims on it, let them know that as well, and then on which platform it happened. So if you stream on Twitch and you're getting VODs muted, let them know. Let them know when the first day it happened, how far back they're going, that kind of stuff, and then how many videos, maybe not how many exactly, but I told them about how many claims I have up to this point. I gave them screenshots of the first date, the songs, so the actual overall screenshot from YouTube of one of copyright claims, and then the date for that, and then I gave them screenshots of the actual songs and who is trying to claim it. And then I went to the last date, which was yesterday, as of this upload, so that you can see that as well. And then it says, we'll provide an appropriate template that you can send to the platform holder, e.g. YouTube, Twitch, whichever, to dispute the wrongful claims and ask for demonetization to be removed. The more cases we present, the sooner we can expect results, and that is true. So let us fight this copyright troll together. Many thanks, all the best from Alina, RenderCube, and Toplitz. I just think this is absolutely amazing thing from Toplitz to reach out and want to work with creators to be able to fix this issue. Now, I haven't been doing a whole lot of Medieval Dynasty content lately, but that doesn't mean that it's not affected me. I have 145 as of recording this. I probably will have more tomorrow. Copyright claims. So every time somebody clicks that video, I make a couple of pennies, right? It's not much, but it adds up because I've got lots of Medieval Dynasty content. So it does in the long run hurt me financially, but that's not the biggest problem. And I said this in the email that I sent to them via the email they wanted influencers to send emails to, that while monetarily, yes, it does hurt me for the moment, the bigger issue is YouTube's copyright claim system is it's very open. Anybody can go in and claim music on somebody else's channel. Now, as we've seen recently, and a lot of you may not know this, somebody just went to jail for illegally doing this for like $23 million is what they made off of copyright claims, false copyright claims. So it's not without its consequences if you're going to try to false copyright claim people, because you can do jail time for this, right? It's a huge issue though, because YouTube doesn't make you prove that it's your content. You can just go in and claim it, and then the person who has been claimed, or the content that has been claimed, whoever the creator is for that, has to go in and prove that it is not their content, which is harder to do. It's harder to prove that it's not their content because you don't know where they came from. You don't know how to get the proper channels to prove who they are. They don't have to prove who they are. They just have to claim the content. And that seems really, really silly to me in many cases. I've had content match on several videos where I could go in and claim the video, one of them being Elden Ring's intro, right? Lots of channels have just the intro up, and I played the game for a couple times, so it gave me the option to go in and copyright claim, and I'm like, well, that's silly. Why would it even give me the option for that? It's a game. It's there, right? It's in every game. It's in every video that's uploaded. I mean, I don't understand why I would be able to claim that. It's not mine. It belongs to the game. It belongs to the devs. It belongs to the production team. So that's just one example. I uploaded one of my videos that I had on my main channel over to my Pixel Deuce Plays channel. Guess what? It gave me the ability to copyright claim that. So that's kind of silly too. But either way, and it's, you know, it's a connected account. So like it should realize that that is the same creator, just with a different page, basically. Some of their stuff is really awkward the way it works in the copyright system, but I did tell them in the email that it's okay for us to try to do this all individually. Every content creator go out and fight individually to get rid of these fake copyright claims. But it's awesome to have the dev team and the publisher working with the content creators to try to diffuse this situation, because one person can't really make that big of a difference, but a team of people working together with the devs and the production team, with a bunch of content creators, all of us get together. Like they said, the more, where was it at? Let's see, the more cases we can present, the sooner we can expect results, and that's true. Coming from an official source like Toplitz Productions or RenderCube or both, to YouTube and going, hey, these are fake copyright claims. That belongs to us, and we're not copyright claiming it. It will make things go so much faster. And I think that's amazing that they're reaching out and they're doing all they can do to help with that. So if you have been impacted by this, go over to Steam, find their message to content creators - copyright claim issues, and it'll tell you exactly what to do. They also put it on Twitter. I'll show a screenshot of that one. I think it reads the same way, but I just like the way it looks, so I'll show a screenshot of that now. Go over to Twitter, follow Toplitz and RenderCube on Twitter, and stay up to date on all this, because this is important. This is not just about the monetary gains that you're losing or future potential gains that you're losing. This is about an issue that is way bigger and way more important than a couple of pennies per click right now, right? This is about the overall claimant system of YouTube. It is abused more and more and more, and nobody seems to care at YouTube. So I just really want to see a system that when somebody claims something, if it's not theirs, it doesn't get to be claimed, right? They have to prove that they own it. They can't just go, yep, that's mine, I claim that. That's silly. That's silly. And especially if it falls under fair use. And in my opinion, the music in the game is the background. It's not the primary part of the video. It's not even the focus of the video. Therefore, to me, the way fair use reads, and I've read it several times. Now, I'm not a lawyer. This is not advice for a legal stance. But just in my opinion, the music in a video game would fall under fair use even if it is copyrighted. That's just my opinion, because it's not the primary focus of the video. It has nothing to do with the main point of the video, and it's a background. That's all it is. But because music copyright holders can claim music if you're just walking around the street filming something, even though it's not the primary focus and it happens to be there for 10, 15 seconds, they can claim your entire 2-hour video if they want to. To me, that is also silly. A lot needs to be fixed with YouTube's copyright claims, and I hope that maybe this is a movement between this and then the lawsuit that happened a couple weeks ago, or whatever it was, for the person that claimed $23 million worth of funds from creators falsely. Maybe this is a movement to get it started, and I really hope that we can all work together on this to get a better system going, because this is just not working anymore. It's just not working. It's frustrating, and I'm tired of it. And yeah, I just appreciate all of you for your support, and I appreciate Toplitz for sure. But yeah, for content creators out there that are monetized right now, they're probably losing money on their videos. They're probably losing ad revenue to these fake copyright claims. So you can help your content creators out by sharing their channel around, by liking their videos, by leaving a comment, and all that stuff really boosts the algorithm for your favorite content creator. And even if it's not me, if it's Hectic Nasari, if it's Peanut, whoever it may be, go like and comment and share their videos around. Help them out with the algorithm if nothing else, because right now they're more than likely going through this same thing. A lot of content creators seem to be going through this, so they're currently losing money, albeit it doesn't seem like much. It does add up, and it does add up over time. So ad revenue may not be the main basis for their income, but no doubt it helps them continue what they're doing. Just like me, it helps me continue what I'm doing. But the algorithm, it squashes us when stuff like this happens. So it'd be much appreciated if you go to your favorite content creator, whoever that may be, share their channel around, like and comment on their videos, even if it's, just something simple. Just say, hey, something. Leave a comment for the algorithm and hit the like button. And I appreciate you guys. Show some love to Toplitz. Go follow them on Twitter at Toplitz Productions, RenderCube at RenderCube. And then let's give some big credit to Alina Ungarova for her brilliant composition of the music that is in Medieval Dynasty, Wild West Dynasty, and coming up in Sengoku Dynasty. It is amazing music, and I think it all fits themes really well. I think she nailed all this, and I think she deserves credit for her music because she's not copyright claiming it. She's not the one doing this, right? She deserves credit for the music that's being put in these games, and somebody else claiming it falsely makes me mad because that's the artist not getting credit for their work. And I think that should be the case. If it's not copyrighted, then nobody should be able to falsely claim it and take credit for her work. So let's give some big love to Toplitz, RenderCube, and Alina Ungarova. And again, I apologize if I'm saying that incorrectly. But much love to you guys. Thank you so very much for reaching out to content creators on this and helping us out, because trying to fight these one at a time is very difficult for all these copyright claims, especially when you get above about 50, because it takes about 10 minutes or better to do one copyright claim if you're making sure that you're clicking everything correctly and you're reading over the guidelines correctly and you're making sure that you're within your rights to dispute it and that kind of stuff per claim. And I've got over 140, so probably more by the time this comes out, and probably more by the time anything is done about this. But it takes time, so much appreciation, huge appreciation for Toplitz and RenderCube reaching out and helping us with this. Thank you guys so very much, and we'll see you in the next one. We'll be back to some Medieval Dynasty soon. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Later, folks.